even in the best of times, it often feels like there just isn't enough. Not enough time, not enough energy, and definitely not enough money. When times are hard, it's even easier to say, I'm sorry, I just can't give right now, there just isn't enough. Well, quite honestly, I've thought that many times when it comes to giving, even when I somehow still find a way to get the boys those basketball shoes they want, or go out to dinner one night when it seems like too much work to do leftovers, or buy a new wreath for the front door because the old one's looking a little shabby. It's at those moments that I try to remember this passage from Matthew chapter 6, verses 31 to 33. So do not worry, saying, what shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or what shall we wear? For the pagans run after all these things, and your heavenly Father knows that you need them. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given you as well. Although I realize this isn't the case for everyone, I feel very fortunate that even when times are tough, our family has the financial stability to be able to step back, recalibrate, and realize that perhaps these moments of uncertainty and concern can actually create an opportunity for us to reassess what really matters and where we truly want to give our gifts. I know that the gifts we give to God bring our family so much more than so many of those other things that we feel like we need in the moment. And that in fact, those material things are just quick fixes for the worry and doubt and fear that can only be healed through the grace and love of God. But the harder question is, how do we do it? How can we continue to give and even possibly give more when times are so hard? Well, for me, it's all about giving first to God. I try to remember that giving to God first will not only please God and fill my heart with gratitude and love, but, as is promised, it will ensure that we will be given everything we need. When I see all the amazing things that CUMC is doing, both in our community and beyond, I feel incredibly blessed that our relatively small gifts are part of something so much bigger and so much more meaningful than what we would have done with them on our own. And the feeling of gratitude and love and joy that is generated by giving those gifts makes me want to give more. Well, perhaps the best example I can give is what Greg and I do every Christmas for our boys. During a time when material possessions loom so large, we always leave our most important gift to them to open last. In a white envelope on the tree, they find a note from us, telling them that on their behalf we've given a special offering, and we explain how instead of toys or clothes or games, we gave to God in celebration and joy for all that he has given us. In the note, we reflect on some of the ways those in our family have given back over the year, through their gifts of time or talent or money, and we remind them of how the money we're giving on their behalf will be used to give so much more to so many others. We provide examples of how our giving has actually been the greatest gift each of us has received that year. So I'd like to think of all the stuff that they've gotten over all the years. The yearly white envelope is the gift they'll remember most, because it's a reminder that the only gifts that really matter, the only ones we really need, are the gifts we give to and receive from God.